Hello. How are you guys tonight? So, back when I was a kid, Friday night was pizza night, right? Maybe not every Friday, but a lot of them. So I decided I was going to actually stop and pick up pizza at, I guess that Mode, I think it's called. They have cauliflower crusts now. And so I thought, I'll just stop and get one. Well, it ended up being that I was leaving town at like 3 instead of dinner time. So I thought, I'm just going to make it. So I am getting ready to make pizza, and I thought, well, I should show everybody. I've done pizza before. Hi, Sarah. But I haven't done it in a long time. So I know I have a bunch of new followers, so I would love to show you how I make it. And I just use Fathead pizza dough. So there's not going to be a recipe in the comments or anything, because it's super easy to just Google it and find it. And the recipe is easy to follow, but I'll just show you how to do it, okay? So I have a text line, and I don't know, a lot of you are already on it, but I just like to throw it out first thing, that if you want to have a text when I go live, you just put it in the comments that you say live or text, whatever, and then I'll send you the link, and you just sign up for it, and then it'll come to your phone, and I usually give you 5-10 minutes, and then I go live. Okay, so we're going to start with making the dough, and I made one earlier, and then I'm going to show you how I put my stuff on it and put it back in the oven. But let me show you how to make the dough real quick. It's basically made with cheese and almond flour and an egg. That's how easy it is. So it's 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. Ooh. 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. Now, I buy my cheese already shredded, but I don't recommend that. What I recommend is that everybody buy a block and shred it themselves. Not all my cheese is already shredded, but I am very busy, so I don't shred. I make sure that I calculate, because why you want to shred it yourself is that they put, hi Ruth, a potato starch on shredded cheese so it doesn't stick together. So you're getting carbs on there that you don't need. And so a lot of people calculate, I just calculate around that and make sure that I am making sure that I don't have too many because of the shredded, or because of the potato starch. So that's something that you can calculate around, but the best thing is to buy it and shred it. So we're gonna go with, oops, this isn't the cup. We're gonna go with 2 cups of mozzarella. I do that too, yeah. And then, but some of my sliced cheese, I slice at the restaurant, or I don't slice it, but the girls do. And then I bring that home. So that stuff is already sliced, and it isn't processed with the potato starch, but I do buy my shredded, okay? And then it's 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. And I like to buy the cream cheese that's already soft for me. So there's one. I don't really measure, I just use a tablespoon. So 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. So this is gonna go into the microwave, and we're gonna microwave this for a minute. And then in our little bowl, we're gonna put 1 egg. And I try to use farm fresh eggs always. If you can't, then at least buy organic from your store. But if you can find a local farm, that'd be the best thing to do. And then I'm gonna put my seasoning right into my egg, okay? So I'm gonna add a little oregano, very few, but a few red pepper flakes. Sometimes I tend to put too many of those in. And garlic powder, a little parsley. And then I'm gonna beat that up while we're waiting for that cheese to melt a little bit. Okay. We'll pull this out. You're just gonna stir this and then put it back in for 30 seconds. But you just want to, and this is where having the shredded is a little bit nicer, because instead of like buying a big block of mozzarella and doing it that way, it stirs a little bit nicer. Okay? So we're gonna put that back in for 30 more seconds. Super easy. So how's everybody tonight? What are you guys doing on a Friday night? I thought maybe we'd rent a movie or have some pizza. I have a bunch of tape stuff. It's snowing again here, which I'm not so thrilled about that. What about you guys? What's the weather like where all you're at? And where are you from? Tell me. Because a lot of times I don't get to know where my people are from. And I love to know, like, do we have any Nashville people out there? Because I really want to move there. And so if you are from Nashville, say hey so I can get in touch with you and find out where I should buy a house. All right, so 30 seconds. Now, we're going to add the egg that we beat up and put some seasoning in. Put that in there. That can go in the sink. And then we have our almond flour. I buy almond flour from Costco. It's the best deal. Okay? And it is 3/4 cup. So I have a 1/4 cup in here. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to just mix that together. Be careful, don't make a mess because your eggs kind of loose in there. And everything's a little bit warm. And you want it to kind of be, the last one I made earlier before I went live was a little bit doughy, and I'm noticing that. So I'm going to add a little more flour to this one. It kind of helps if it's a little bit firmer, you know what I mean? So, all right, there. That's so much better. Okay. So see how it looks? Just kind of like dough, right? All right, you guys. So I'm going to go back and look at all those comments of where you're from and the weather. Please tell me someone out there is from Nashville. Even though I have one of my very best friends is having a baby on Wednesday. And so I think that might change my whole plan, but as of right now, I'm moving to Nashville. All right, so parchment paper is next. And then we're gonna pull this out. And it does help to kind of get your hands a little bit wet to work with this. See how nice that is, guys? All right, we'll move this over here. I'm gonna get my hand wet. Hi. And it kind of just helps. Now, the best results that I've ever had with this is super, super thin. So you're just gonna work it. And you're gonna just get it as thin as you can. I like it thin because it tastes more like pizza dough. If you have it thick, it tends to not have the true pizza dough flavor. Okay? So, that's about it. I am going to put some holes in it with a fork to make sure that it doesn't bubble up. And we're going to put it back in the oven. How's that look? You guys see that okay? All right, let's see. We got our fork, a few little holes in it. My oven is at 400 degrees, and we're going to cook it for about, oh, we got to be quick with it. There we go. See? Can you guys see that? Oh, yeah. That's just sauce from the last pizza, so don't mind that. We're going to put that in the oven. Set the timer for 5 minutes. And then check it. So this is the one, and I started to put sauce on it to show you. But you guys can see right here. See how it's kind of golden brown? That's when you take it out. And so maybe it takes 5 minutes. In your oven, it might take 8 or 10 or who knows, you know? So this is sauce. And this is the sauce that I recommend for anything that you're doing with a red sauce. It has the lowest sugar that I've found. And this is the marinara. And I bought it at just a Safeway. But they sell it everywhere. I think even Walmart sells it, and it's a little bit cheaper at Walmart. This was like $8.99 at Safeway, which is kind of expensive. But I'll use this for other stuff. So This is the one I recommend. It only has, let's see, 4 grams of carbs. So, and that's for a half a cup. And we won't even use that much on the whole pizza. So, okay. So I put the sauce on it. And the one thing you're going to want to do is, because this isn't going to shrink up like actual dough, because it's just cheese. So you want to make sure you have sauce all the way to all the edges. Okay. So I put the sauce on. Now I have, from Safeway as well, an Italian salami, excuse me. An uncured salami, and then some pepperoni. And you want to always check your nutrients, make sure there's not too many sugar, all of that, okay? Then I picked some cilantro that I had in the fridge, some red onion, some mushrooms, and spinach. So you want to just make sure that you can get some greens on there. So we have our tomato sauce, we're going to put our cilantro, and I cut enough for both pizzas. So that other one will be done about the time we put this in. So the only thing you guys are not going to see tonight is me take a bite. And I like to always do that for you, but tonight it just doesn't work. You know? It was just kind of the spur of the moment that I even went live. So we got all the meats on there. It's looking good, you guys. A few little mushrooms on this one. So you want to, you know, if you can pack in some greens or not. If not, then make sure you have a little salad so you get all your greens in for the day. We'll top it with some spinach. I'll probably just use all this, and then we'll get more for the next pizza. And then some more cheese on top. There. How's that look? And we're going to put it back in for about 5 more minutes, okay? All right. Let's put that in. And then that's it. The other one is real close to being done, but it's not quite done, and I'm not going to make you guys sit here and wait for that. So that's it, you guys. It's that easy to make pizza. And it's in my, my numbers are going to be good. My fats are going to be high, moderate protein, and low carb, okay? And it cost me $1/4 of the price. So if you guys have any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments. If you want me to text you before I go live, write text or live, either one, and I'll send you the link. And most importantly, can you share this video to your friends, to your groups that you're in, because we want to get the word out of how easy keto can be and how good you're going to feel. Keto, low carb, whatever you're doing, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. All right? Thank you so, so much for taking time out of your Friday night to watch me. And I love and appreciate you all. Bye. Have a good night.